Xbox thing. As I'm walking away because I was in the middle of it all, but I had to sort something out. Yeah, the U-turn was interesting, very interesting in the sense that I wasn't remotely surprised. We need brand milk and brands, or I take it you mean bread. Um, the U-turn wasn't surprising at all because it was obviously a backlash, and I was like, oh, everyone's talking about PlayStation these days. What about us? What about us? Although they have increased the prices, they increased it to the correct amount, but I don't understand why there's no justification to increase the price anyway. There's no I haven't seen anything that screams to me that their package has changed. Oh, we're charging you an extra $5, but for the extra $5 you get this or that. No. And times are not tough for Microsoft. So I'm sorry, but I don't believe for 5 minutes there's anything wrong with Microsoft or Xbox. They're not in trouble. None of the gaming companies are in trouble. Other businesses are genuinely struggling while they're not. Yeah, keep talking about Game Pass. Game Pass is PS Now. It's the same thing. Like, it's literally the same thing, despite all the Xbox people saying, "Oh no, it's not. You got PS Plus. It's not PS Plus. PS Plus is something different. Game Pass is PS Now, where you basically rent the game, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I haven't got any issue with it. I just I'm tired of hearing, "Oh, you can get this amazing thing called Game Pass." It's not amazing. And you still have to pay for Game Pass as well as Xbox Live, like you do with PS Now and PS Plus or anything, you know. If Sony said we're going to increase the, hold on. That was the shortest cutscene ever. If Sony said, okay, we're going to increase the price of your yearly subscription for PS Plus, however, it's all built into one. Do you know what I mean? I'll be like, okay, fair enough. Just trying to think. My yearly subscription, because now you need it to play online, which is fine. Like, well, play multiplayer, which is fine. I kind of get that. I knew that was going to happen eventually anyway. But like, if it was all in one, then it'd be a different story. They said, here's PS Plus. At least, actually, yeah, PS Plus does give you both the ability to play online and a free game every month, minimum. Kichiki. Kichiki Byokya. What?
兄君も近くにいらっしゃるはず。探しましょうか。今はいい。息子らを探すのが先だ。
But no, you're not downloading it to your hard drive because say if you get Game Pass and you cancel it, you don't have access to that game anymore. The same with PS Plus, the same with PS Now. You don't own that game for life. Otherwise, I could get the free subscription for Game Pass, download all the games, and then cancel my subscription. It doesn't work like that. Oh well, I don't know enough about the current Xbox, but because I haven't owned an Xbox since 360. But that's my understanding of it. It's you are basically owning. You don't own the game. It's the same as PS Now. Downloading or streaming it is irrelevant because you still lose access to the game. And rightly so, you lose access to the game once you have already, if you cancel your subscription to Xbox Pass, wherever it is. And quite rightly so. I wouldn't expect to own a game that I no longer pay for. However, I've seen people moan about that.
その恩は返さねばな。おかげで生き延びたのだ。悲嘆するな。
Yeah, I'm not saying they're not downloaded to your system, but you still can't. There will be something that stops you from playing the game if you cancel your subscription to Game Pass. You can't just go in, download all the games, and then own them for life, because that would be wrong. That would be fraudulent. And in that case, I say, yeah, do you know what, Microsoft? If that's what you're offering, then charge whatever you want, mate. 'Cause That'd be insane. I've actually seen comments on like Facebook threads like people go, "Oh, I can't believe PS Plus. Like, if I cancel my subscription, I lose access to the game." Well, of course you do, because you didn't pay for it. Why is it people want something for free all the time? Yeah, but there's nothing wrong. I agree with that. I shouldn't. If I cancel my PS Plus, I wouldn't expect to have access to those games. It's a part of the package. You know, it's what you agree to pay for. Otherwise, you're just getting these games for free, and unfortunately, nothing's free in life. And I don't think there should be anyway, because that would hurt the business of these games, especially the indie games like Hollow Knight. Doesn't matter. I mean, I was never going to buy an Xbox anyway. I mean, the only reason I'd buy an Xbox is what? Maybe to play Halo again, because those games are great, but there's nothing on the Xbox right now that screams, go buy an Xbox. Now that could change if, when I saw the news yesterday, I was thinking, do you know what, this is when they're going to pull the exclusivity of the Bethesda games and stuff. But they backed out on it, so I'm not worried. This looks familiar. Yeah, but I like same with PlayStation. There's a lot of achievement hunters on the Xbox as well, so it wouldn't make a difference. People would go out to complete the game. I saw that guy die. What? It doesn't affect me. It's the same with the Switch. Like, I have no reason to buy a Switch right now. Oh my God, Marsh, did you just say that you don't have a Switch? No, I don't have a Switch because there's 2 games on there that I want. And I can't justify buying an entire console for 2 games. The PlayStation covers the whole network of games I'm after. It has games like this and Remake exclusives as well. So I'm like, yeah, do you know what? I'm quite happy with things. All I want on the Switch right now, I can justify paying for, is Smash and Zelda, and I'm not going to buy an entire console for it. And I don't see the point in. I don't like to play games fast. I like to take my time with them, enjoy it. Imagine like having this and I'm going to play it really quickly to cancel my subscription. Like, you wouldn't enjoy the game, you wouldn't get anything out of it, and you wouldn't be doing the industry any good. Like, don't get me wrong, the industry is corrupt like most other parts of the industries, but and recent events in certain companies, we won't talk about CD Projekt right now, but like, are great examples where things have gone wrong. But there are also great parts of the industry where it's going right, and they're the ones you want to look after. I'll go for trophies. There are games that I would be like, I'm going to platinum this. For example, I have a goal to platinum every Final Fantasy game on that's available on the PlayStation. So now I have to get Crystal Chronicles at some point. Oh, she's found a son. That's not a good sign. It's going to be an emotional scene. So I'll finish my little chat before I finish my rant before I carry on. I will play games with trophy, not as like I will like go play the game, then go through the trophy list if I want to do more with the game. I wouldn't buy a game for its own trophies. There's lots of games out there, Ratatica, whatever games they are called, that are designed to just free platinum, and there are people that do that, and if that's their choice, that's their choice. I mean, I don't. If someone said, "Look how many platinums I got," and I saw, and they're trying to gloat to me, and then said, "Oh, I've got all these platinums. You've only got 22," and I'll be like, "Yeah, and they've got like 100, but they're all like the 5-minute platinums." I'll be like, "I don't really care." Like, I would take the mick out of them to their face, but if they were just like they just collect it and they weren't going to be in your face about it, yeah, so be it. It's fine. They choose to spend the money on that. If it makes them happy, it makes them happy. It's a shame that that's part of the industry, but there's nothing we can do about it now. When achievements and trophies became a thing, this was going to be a thing. I mean, I agree with that, Bob. Like, for those who watch YouTube, Bob just said, like, yeah, all the people that completed Cyberpunk in 20 hours and then complained. Now, the people that I agree the fact that they didn't experience the game for what it is. I'm going to assume these are PC gamers. Obviously, there was lots of bugs to the PlayStation version. The problem with CD Projekt is that they lied about the products they were selling on the console. That was the problem, which is why I bit them in the arse, because they lied. When you lie about it and get caught out in a lie, and from what recent recent information has come towards me, is they did it on purpose. They knew this would happen. That means they chose to keep publicity, good or bad. They did it for publicity, and unfortunately, that is a really sad thing that's happened in our industry. However, I say in our industry, an industry that we all have a passion for. However, I bet there is a lot of in Cyberpunk that people have skipped, and I bet there's a lot of things in Cyberpunk that are good. But none of it's been spoke about because it's been glossed over with, the obvious, and the excuses that they have actually said are preposterous. But yeah, I really enjoyed Cyberpunk. Granted, it crashed every session, and the visual bugs were annoying, but I had a good experience. So I'm glad you had a good experience. If anyone's enjoyed Cyberpunk, I'm actually quite happy for you. I mean, like that, it's your experience and how you play the game. I'm kind of, if you've enjoyed it, you've enjoyed it. I'm not going to be like, how dare you enjoy that? Because people get angry that other people enjoyed it. I'm not going to be like, how dare you enjoy that video game, even if it is buggy, you know. But the problem with Cyberpunk is they promised a perfect product for 7 years and fell short within one day after delaying it 2 or 3 times. I personally would have then said, you know what? Let's just delay it again. I know we promised we're not going to do it, but we want to give them a perfect project. We saw what Square did with Final Fantasy Remake and the hype behind that. We've given out bigger hype than the Final Fantasy Remake. We need to honour it. We need to honour it. No matter what. No, just release the product. It's Christmas. People want Christmas presents. They're going to be angry. Well, of course they're going to be angry, but would you prefer to have a game that's going to crash and be disappointing? No. And what happened? Sony took it off their store. Now, I don't think that they should have gone that far, but... And it's hilarious that Sony of all people took it off their store, but... Because we've all seen the garbage that's on the PlayStation store, but... It crashed on the credits. That's good. That's why I think they deserve all the batch. It seems like the devs actually cared of the ones ignored. Seems that are the ones that were ignored with Cyber. It depends on when you say devs, because there's always someone in the devs team that's going to be the person who answers to the people with money, and they still allowed it. I wouldn't sit there and say the entire development team was like, yeah, do you know what? It's bad. And they have had a long time to make this game. They clearly just put it off and didn't do anything about it. It's not that they make many games either. Like, what have done Witcher? When's the last time a Witcher video game came out? Like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. So it's not like they've been busy, in my opinion. Heck, even if they're average games, Activision managed to smash out a game every year, like 2 a year from this, I believe. So, and I'm not a fan of Activision anymore. I've gone off COD, but you know what I mean. There are publishers that still deliver, even if it's not great. Yeah, but the problem is they saw Christmas and they needed to release before Christmas because they had all the pre-orders. People obviously pre-ordered this for Christmas and it would have been refunds anyway. So they didn't want to lose their capital, even though they issued refunds. But here's the thing: is that they'll come back from this like No Man's Sky and they'll be like, "Oh, we screwed up. This time next year we'll have a re-release. There'll be a re-release of Cyberpunk or something like that, or the complete edition. You know, you see again it says complete edition or remastered or Game of the Year edition or whatever you want to call it. You know, a release of all the DLC and stuff in it, and it will be a perfect product." You know, and then we're like, "Oh, it's good now. Yeah, okay, that's great. No Man's Sky is good now, but I have no interest in playing it because they don't deserve it in a way, or I just haven't grown the interest. The moment's gone." So, but for those who've enjoyed Cyberpunk, you know, I'm actually glad that you enjoyed Cyberpunk. It's good to hear that the game was enjoyed because I've watched bits and bobs of the game, and thought the premise of it, and it just seemed pretty good, and it does genuinely look like a good game. Colonial Marines. I enjoy Cyberpunk. What I had to, but they lied about things where was my nudity in the game. Oh, I get what you're saying, but apparently you could change the size of a certain organism in your body. Like, I don't really see how that is a selling point. Oh, you can change the size of your genitals. What? Why? And that's only useful to one gender. Like, well, you can do the breasts in video games, but I don't really see why that was a thing. I didn't see that was a necessity at all. What, of the game? So they basically did what Destiny 1 did when that first released. Like, no one talks about Bungie and Activision's attempts to release Destiny 1 and 2, and both of them, hey Lasse, welcome, both of them failed miserably. Destiny 1 released with, what, a third of the game that they created everything, and then they only released a third of it, and then everyone caught it on because you could actually go to places because they hadn't deleted it off the system. And then again, Destiny 2 did the exact same thing. In fact, Destiny 2 had an opportunity as a great start, and it annoys me because I played Destiny 2 and I put a lot of time into it. But Destiny 2 released it, and it released like it was Destiny 1 again. Like, but when I say Destiny 1 again, I don't mean the good version of Destiny 1. It was the bad version of Destiny 1, and then they, like few months later, put in all the stuff that was already in Destiny 1. Like, why would you do that? I mean, everything was about purchasing extra stuff. You could only buy a certain color or like skin. You have to buy it. You couldn't unlock it in the game, and it ticked everybody off. That never happened in Destiny 1, so yeah, it's mad. Alright, I'll see you in a bit, Atlee. Anyway, I'm going to carry on because we've been sat here and I've been ranting for a while. I didn't want to do this because this looks quite important, but your loot boxes and microtransitions, they're the words. Yeah, it was, and I enjoyed Destiny. I think it's a great series, and it was interesting to know. I was obviously quite. I almost went back to it when I heard Bungie and Activision split over Destiny, and now it's just Bungie. But Bungie have almost recreated Destiny 2, and now making, but they're doing the same problems. I've watched a video. There's a guy I used to watch called Rick Katkus, and he was saying recently that a lot of people now have re-dropped Destiny again, Destiny 2, because they are re-releasing weapons that has been out before. But it's not like you can use the weapon you've got in the past and bring it back to the current power level. No, they think that re-releasing the new weapon to the current power level is the right thing to do. And I'm like, do you know what? I wasted all my time looting it back then. Not interested. So I won't reload my Destiny ever again. I'll probably play Destiny 3, but if it ever comes out, but probably not. You know what I mean? I don't know. Depends who's playing it. I'll play multiplayer with friends, with legit friends, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, I heard Destiny 2 did get amazing because they split with Activision. It became less about money, and I heard there's some really good things about it. But then very recently they made a big, bold move, and now everyone's like, well, why are you making us pay or giving us content that we've already been given before just for us to do it all over again? And I was like, why didn't they just stop with it and then just do Destiny 3? There's so much content for Destiny 2, so many raids. They could have just took what they have now, because the maps look awesome, the new maps look awesome, right? They could have just do you know what, bang, let's just go straight to Destiny 3. Let's start again. We got rid of Activision. We can just forget about it now. We can just start again, start fresh. Destiny 3, bang, let's go. And then do what they're doing now. And everyone will be like, yeah, that's fine. Everyone will be like, yeah, that's fine. It's because they have planned games, and it's already been decided how many games Destiny were going to be before Destiny 1 was released. As sad as that sounds, I had a marketing plan from the beginning. I'm not saying that Bungie weren't behind the issues. Bungie had never been as good as they were since Halo days, unfortunately. But that's because a lot of the OG Bungie people left. You know, a lot of the original people have moved on. So Activision played a role. Well, no. See, the thing is, Activision were the microtransitions, because it was very Call of Duty. Anyway, I'm gonna do this cutscene. Oh man, they've been hung.
重里重成かような扱いがあるか下ろしましょう
See you in a moment, I say.
館に残っておれば妻とこの隣で眠れたというのに有明へは遠く危険な旅です近くに埋葬できる地があれば弔うこともできましょうかがり火台幼い息子の遊び場だった今は猛虎の手にあるがな
Leave it to me.
ならば奪うかがり火台はこっちだ
I tell you what, this game is they really make you want to hate the Mongols for, you know, like they really have made them out to be evil. I know it's just two countries attacking each other, but you know, this is war. This is the realities of war. But they've painted a picture of it.
二人はかがり火台が好きでな遅くまで戻らぬときは決まってそこにおって
Can we hurry up?
星を眺めていた
No? Alright.
良き母ですねそう自負しておったが二人の子が先に行き母が残るなどこれほどの無念があろうか母上を亡くしたとき私も己を呪いましたしかしお主は幼く母君は病お主にできることなどなかっただろうそれが事実でも慰めにはなりませんそうだな
Oh, we will. We'll get there. I would be much further, but it's the editing for the episodes that slowed me down on the gameplay. Which is fine. I'm not worried about that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, we're just going in guns. We're going in swords blazing again. Attack! Can I have my... Tosho! Come here. She's got it. She's pretty good in a fight. She's not as useless as the other ones. She actually fights. They're coming up the hill! Pogondo! Oh, okay. Don't worry, I got this one. Oh, you can fight the spear guy. Nope. Oh, nice! I didn't even realise I pushed that button. I love that move. I'm gonna have to learn more moves I have from the Mythic Quest. I swear I did something recently where I learned a new stance. No? Alright. Oh. Hello, mate. Oh, I need to do 2 more to learn the moon stance. This is a wicked mission, by the way. Just cutting them up. Any more? Any more for any more? Pick up the stuff then. Oh my god. Oh, there's no end to them. Any more? You want some more? Oh, now you're done.
これでしまいのようだ。
その様子です。
Any more? That was pretty fun. I mean, yeah. I'm too busy like, I want to pick that up though. I'm running around and I'm smashing R2 whilst I'm trying to fight. It's pretty... I know that feeling because when Def started playing Skyrim, I went and started Skyrim and then platinumed it when he stopped playing it. I couldn't help it. I can believe that. I think that's awesome that Mongols still speak Mongolese, even if you change the games into Japanese. That's why I did it. I think it's really cool. Shall I? Can I go loot in here first, love? Or are we gonna end up activating mission? You see, I would have missed that. You would. I had to play Skyrim, so I would quit backseat in death when he started playing Skyrim. Oh, you can't be backseating. Although, to be fair, I was like, when he came back to it, I was like, yeah, that's the backspace. And then I realised what I was doing, so I kind of stopped. It's hard with Skyrim, because everyone's like, got an opinion on it. But there's elements in this game that remind me of Skyrim, I'm not going to lie. No, it's quite easy to not backseat. It's just Skyrim, innit? You just want to talk about it.
世を明かすことを許さず呼びに参ったものよ。
母を亡くしてから恋しかったのは私を呼ぶ声でした。
Welcome back, Utley.
母君は安らかに眠っておる。安心しろ。豊田まで落ち合おう。一族の仇をすべて見つけるまで。
The rest of our missions carry on elsewhere.
なれど今少し息子らのそばにいさせてくれぬか。
承知しました。
I'll see you in the story mission, love. Your legend grows. Oh, I guess I get the new thing. I wonder what happens after this then. Smoke bomb. Yeah, well, we know what that smoke bomb is. That looks fun. Oh, nearly shot her in the head. Yeah, she said Toyotam. Yeah, so these missions carry on up here when I get there. I imagine that I'm not allowed there yet, like, because it's right behind the castle. So I do kind of want to walk up to the castle and see what happens, but I'll probably get that message saying there's too many enemies here, like last time. Right, well, let's go here. This has all kind of been covered. Okay, I get the feeling there's stuff north, so I'm gonna have a quick, explore to the north areas. I'm sure I'll know what happens and the legend increases next. Heck, if it just gives me double technique points, I'll be fine with that. Still not enough, like, sword stuff for, like, increase. Do you know what I've been given in a while? A gift? What are these people up to, man? Oh, I can increase my sword. Okay, well, going back means I'm back to square one, so I'll go back in a minute. It's hard to not talk about games you have passion in, which is why if you watch Def play Final Fantasy, Final Fantathon, people are like, oh my god, this, and oh my god, you know, they can't help it. Like, there are people just out there to spoil things, but there are, you know, most of it's accidental, which is why it's never a, he never gets really overly angry about it. It's when it constantly happens. Because it does, it ruins your first experience of the game. We've all been there and experienced it for the first time. You just choosing to do it, share it with everybody. Admittedly, it's why I was really happy that I got the remake delivered to me before anyone really, because I was one of the people who got it early. Because I wanted to get ahead to the point where people can spoil the game for me, because the internet would just spoil it. Like someone literally, as soon as they got it, like 4 weeks before its release or whatever it was, were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go and complete it." Then shared on the internet what happened, and it's just like, man, that's not how it works. Don't ruin the experience for everybody. They do sack, so if I ignore it, then I can get double gifts. That's cool. That's cool. I'm kind of glad that I know that now. I haven't been given any gifts for ages anyway. It's brutal. How come you can't walk through these bushes? What a useless samurai. Hello? Come on. Flower. 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 I don't want to stand off. I'm not standing off since the start of the game. Oh, they're here. Oh, okay. What fun way shall we kill them today? Have fun! Oh, man. Rip these guys. They didn't last long. Second time I've spoken about being on a Ghost stream. Sorry, Ghost fans. I came all the way down here, expected your bodies for nothing. Thanks for wasting my time. How dare you not carry more stuff? What kind of dead bodies are they? Right, well I did want to kind of box off this whole north section anyway, so I'll do this before I go back and increase my sword damage. Because that'll be fun. Flowers! Well, you owe me some loot then, Darth. Yes, flowers! What samurai isn't happy to find flowers? Na, 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 na. Okay. I shouldn't have done this way. Oh no! Oh, what a shot! Oof! Did he need to get off a horse for that one? What's 5 guys picking on one little girl, one woman out here for? Like, yeah, I will. That's good. Go on, tell me where they attacked, which village there. I bet it's on the other side of the island this time. They attacked me from nowhere. Oh. You're a bit lost, love. There's only a lighthouse around here. Oh. Come on in. Come on then. Where these people going to switch straight to the map? Right. So this way. What? There you rescue someone and then something's happened like the other side of the map. Yeah, of course it is. It's not the only game that's done something silly like that. Right, I'm gonna explore that bit that's sticking out, and then we're going back to the south. Well, there's all this. I want to go here. Actually, saying that. Commoner Town. I don't know if it's owned by Mongols or not, but pigs. Come here. Good shot. Oh no, where's the bodies? There's one. Never tried so hard for hunting stuff before. Give me that pig. That pig's got stuff that I need. Apparently pigs are predators in this game, but yeah. Oh! Wait! Leave him alone! Leave him alone! Wait a minute. I saved your life and you gotta come and kill me! Are you for real? You ungrateful... Do you know what? Ungrateful. You can die then. Ungrateful. I can't say the word because I've been swearing, but wow. Oh, you deserve it. I saved your lives, and this is how you repay me. Wow. It's over now. The nerve. The absolute nerve. I don't know if he is or not. He never said he is, he says he might do. But I do a minimum of 4 hours regardless, so... And I owe half an hour back for talking about Xbox and PlayStation. Hang on a minute. Oh, is this just... Oh, but I didn't explore all of the... I haven't had a kebab in ages, man. Enjoy your kebab, Butley. I swear there's something you can go different places in this. Well, if I think it's about half an hour plus the break, and it was, you know, I stopped playing for a period just because it was in the these conversations always happen in the middle of something story related. Oh, there's people here. Oh, that's new. That's a nice effect they've added into the game. Made a burial site for them all. And I'm just going to trample all over it. Hey T-Light Strong, what are you doing? Okay, well there's nothing here. Oh yeah, I was going there when I say let's God, it sucks. Yeah, a lot of hospitality shut down, man. It's not been a good couple of years for it. I used to run, I said before, I used to run a pub, so now I'm not. So, what can I say? There's a really nice place called German Doner Kebab near where I live, and it's like one of the best kebabs I've ever had. It's quite clean as well. Is this a different war encampment to before? Oh, this is actually come out of town. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I made it. We're here. But there's nothing here. You put it on the map like there's something here, but there's nothing here. Oh, there's dead bodies everywhere. That's what you want to see. Oh, hello. Okay, excuse me. There's probably an emote somewhere in the BTTV or just all the Twitch emotes, to be fair. There's quite a lot of Twitch emotes that even I haven't seen or used before. Is there anything? Well, what I like about a situation like this is people, I don't know if it's done on purpose, but it looks like when the Mongols attacked, the villagers hid things so that they didn't see them, and then you pick them up. Although this is like an old wall, there's nothing here. Oh, supplies. You would, I like that. Yeah, I feel like we've done the Commodore town already. There's nothing to actually... Oh, it's only the outskirts. Okay, cool. So there's the actual town. On the town. Oh man. Oh, there's a birdie. I guess you're taking me to a quest or something. Yeah, alright. Well, I can't go through buildings, you silly bird. There was once. I don't get it. Why would the question... Oh, okay. Oh, Birdie, I'm all ears, man. Like, what are you doing? Don't mind me, ladies. Just walking through following a golden bird. Yeah, we needed to squeeze through there for no reason whatsoever. Why is there people alive here? This is where the Mongols were closest to. Just grab this kunai. Well, I've got bored of following you, bird, because you haven't done anything. Like, I followed you already. No, been here. I imagine it's behind this fence, no? But there we go. Bamboo strike. Oh, okay. It's led me to that. But I didn't even see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I was thinking, what's going on? Okay, seeing a bit duff. Enjoy your tea. I'm looking to see the. Oh, Tenshu, yeah. No, there's been no release of Tenshu ever since. Wait, you telling me there's something else, Birdie? Thought I did that wrong. I quite like those mini games. Oh, it's just a crow. So, it doesn't feel like there's anything else here. We're moving on, we're not going to stay here forever. Right. Unfortunately, there's a lot of game publishers and companies that just don't exist anymore. Even Konami, like... Is it Konami? I'm thinking of someone else. Namco, Konami, whoever it is. Oh, all their old franchises that were popular are owned by someone else now. It's the world we live in. It's like Doom used to be ID, and now it's Bethesda. People associate with Bethesda now for some reason. Ah, do you remember the old Bethesda Doom games? No, it's ID. To be fair, not many people say, do you remember the old Bethesda games? Because they weren't very popular. Fallout never really used to be owned by Bethesda. You know, before 3. Before 3, when they made it into a Elder Scrolls game. Although I love Fallout 3. Yeah, they picked it up with Fallout 3 and then made it into an Elder Scrolls game with guns. However, I really enjoyed Fallout 3. And I think most people did. Like, I never played 4 in the end. Because I heard Las Vegas wasn't very good. I've heard mixed reviews, but I wasn't that interested after a while. Because once I started playing Skyrim again, I was just like, yeah. Because it released... Fallout 3 came out before Skyrim. Yeah, I believe. So there was like in between Oblivion's re-release and Skyrim. So everyone was just like, yeah, it's like playing Elder Scrolls. And then Skyrim came out, and then, well, no one plays Fallout 3 anymore, do they? So, but they still play Skyrim. Oh, we got some beef. Hey, get off my horse for you guys, you wasted my time. Yeah, I've heard different opinions about New Vegas. But it's a big game, and just, I don't know, I just was never really that invested in it, so... Like I said, when Skyrim came out, I was kind of like done after that. Although I heard Fallout 4 was pretty decent as well. Buggy as hell, but I kind of expect Bethesda to have bugs. I know it sounds like a bit... Oh, but Marsh, you said differently about Cyberpunk. Why should they have, you know, it's different. You know, like if Elder Scrolls... Oh, hold on a minute. What's going on here? Get him! Monsters! Why do you have to keep killing people behind them? It's rude, isn't it? Why would you just go up to two people and like stab them in the back? God. I tried to save him that time. Yeah, 4 has a lot of as a creation mode as well. So it created a whole new wave. The thing is, you know, like they also make great games. Well, they publish great games, so overall, but it's just like I was already done with Fallout and games like that. It's like you release them once in blue moon, not all the time. I hate the fact you can't block a spear. I know obviously you can't, but they shouldn't be able to do that much damage to me that close. That's the whole point of spears. They're meant to be a long range weapon, so if I'm standing right next to him, I should be able to just cut him to pieces, and it doesn't work. That's the only thing. Fighting spearmen are the only illogical fight in the game, in my opinion. Oh yeah, I love their games. You remember you got to remember Bethesda revitalized Doom and made it like, you know, they might have published it, but whoever thought I'm gonna take old Doom and bring it to the modern world. It was great. Like the new Dooms are great. They remind me of the old Doom because it kind of went away a bit. People complain over games that they love as well. You gotta remember that, or franchises, or you know, because it means a lot to them. Which is why, when, like, Microsoft bought Bethesda, and then, you know, yesterday's news, even though they got U-turn today, yesterday's news with the whole increase in Xbox Live, I was like, oh, here we go, you know, they're going to start exclusivizing everything. However, it just proves that Microsoft aren't struggling and Xbox aren't struggling, because why would they purchase Bethesda earlier in the year? You wouldn't make big buys if you can't afford it. It's just a publicity stunt, in my opinion, anyway. Well, somebody made a decision, released some information without speaking to their boss, and their boss was like, "Whoa, hold your horses." Because that can happen in organisations. Or a spy from Sony snuck into Microsoft and was like, yeah, now we're going to plan our action. Go, increase the prices, publish it. Right. I feel like I'm just exploring for the sake of exploring here. There's nothing here. Oh, there is something here. What's this? Yes, that's important. Yes, I got 7 of them as well. Right. I'm willing to bet there's a foxing in there. I've nearly done this whole island now. Got this bit here, and this bit here, and then this bit here, and it's like explored. And we've got most of this northwest. Yeah, I've done the top sides of all this, but yeah, that's what yeah, I know, but I don't think they will, because they don't need to. They don't need to make it exclusive. It's not because they're at risk of losing all their money if they make it exclusive. No, it's an argument, but they've already come out and said we could do it and it wouldn't make a difference. But everyone misread it and went, they're going exclusive, but they didn't. They said they'll make their decision, but it's only in development anyway, so they want it to come out later in the. They want to give it a year or two before it comes out anyway. You know, wait for the PlayStation and the Xbox new generation consoles to actually get, you know, go through their teething phases. You don't release a game like Elder Scrolls 6 that quickly. Otherwise you end up with a product like Cyberpunk. Whoops, did I say that out loud? Skyrim Microwave Edition. I'm surprised they haven't released a PS5 version of Skyrim. I'm sure they released a PS5 version of GTA, didn't they? Because, you know, there's more GTA versions, GTA 5 versions, than any other bloody game. And there's the thing about GTA 5, it's actually a good game. I loved the story, I loved playing through a single player version. I started playing online, I did the online thing quite a while, and then, you know, it's got so far that I wouldn't even know where to begin.